to Australia, see if Sue left her brain anywhere.
Left it down under. Oh, wow. Well,
Hey,
good morning.
welcome back.
Thank you.
Yay,
I'm
look us back.
anxious to get back to work.
Right.
So
Get over the jet lag.
I had a really good night's sleep.
Okay.
Yesterday, I woke up and it was 9 o'clock. And I'm like, Sue, I just woke up.
I know, usually it's like...
So
so she got here promptly at 10. But
yeah, I did. I wasn't really late, but I still went to bed pretty, actually 10 o'clock, but I went to sleep pretty quickly.
Good.
So
That's good.
yeah.
It
Got up
takes-
at 5, alarm went off at 5:30, sleep, which is kind of what I did yesterday, but only I didn't say sleep, I said stop, and then I just slept 4 more hours. But I did some yoga this morning.
Oh, good. So
And,
that'll help.
finished putting together all the
Yeah,
stuff
we
for
have a
tonight.
party tonight. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
not just, it wasn't just getting out of bed and coming in, it was getting out of bed, get the wine glasses out of the dishwasher and put all the plates and all whatever
Same.
we're bringing into
Yeah.
the car, and also getting ready what I'm going to wear
I know.
tonight.
I have a couple wardrobe changes today.
Right.
It's like, yeah.
Who would have thought?
The things we do.
I know.
Right. Keeping us and all of you entertained.
Well, it was quite, it was probably the busiest trip I feel like we've ever had.
Really?
I think with the kids and stuff, and
Their
those
ages.
and
They're
those
not infants anymore.
definitely not. They're
Yeah.
the youngest one is really mobile, and they just call him a
He's
bulldozer.
like 2.5, right?
Yeah, about 2.5. Yeah, and
But
so-
he didn't remember you from like last year.
well,
when they came
I
here.
hope they did because we talked to him on the
I know, but
portal a lot.
2.5-year-olds don't really remember.
He ran
stuff.
up to Jim,
Good.
so
Well,
you know,
I mean, the
at
enthusiasm.
the airport.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
enthusiasm.
but not
that
everybody's
he's
that excited though.
sensing. Yeah.
Sometimes babies are shy, but Maddie she kept saying, I don't really have much planned for you. And I'm like, are you kidding? Like, here's our list of, and this is just a bad written list, but it's a lot of, those are just the things that are worth mentioning, not all the things that, we went to play golf, I mean, it's stuff like that. So we did a lot.
So not just a relaxing family visit.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know what that would mean really with 2 little kids, but she promised us a fancy night, so she said, Dad, bring your suit, and so I had the dress I'm wearing tonight is what I wore. She had tickets for us to Wicked,
oh, fun.
so Jim and I've never been to like a big
Big
play
production, yeah.
like that, and it was a completely Australian cast. It was
Cool.
really good, but
That's
the
awesome.
problem was it was like Wednesday right after we got there, and I mean, you put me in a dark theater in a really comfortable chair. I'm afraid we did doze off a little bit, so
That's
but
understandable.
probably the most memorable things really we took a tour of the Sidney Opera House,
That's cool.
and that was incredible. Like,
Wouldn't it be fun to see something there?
oh,
Or
well,
hear
and
something
part of the tour was we saw the ballet, the Australian ballet on the,
there? Like rehearsing or something?
yes,
Oh, cool.
yeah, it was really cool. And
That
how
would be
you,
neat.
it was really cool. And just the construction
When was
of
that
that
built?
building.
Tour
Like, I
guide?
think in the 40s.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It was before they had computers. I mean, and this guy was a genius
actual-
that designed it.
Sure.
So,
Neat.
and maybe it was later. I guess I didn't retain much. I know it was before
You
the
have to go
internet.
on, 4 tours. Oh, I remember the date.
Yeah, I do not. And then we went to Bluey's World.
Okay.
And if
I
you are-
do not know
well,
one thing about Bluey other than
I will
what
tell you, if you watch it, it's really funny for adults. So it's
But
an
don't they in the U.S. they like bleep out some of the stuff?
well, a couple
because
of
we're such prudes.
right, a couple of programs.
Just kind of
there
funny.
was a unicorn pooping, and I
And they,
think
like, bleep
they like cut that out. But
That's funny.
It's a pretty good show. It's actually based in Brisbane, and that's where we walked by the building where they actually produce it.
Is it blue?
No, it is not blue. But Bluey it's part of a family. Bluey's a blue healer. Sister, it's a girl. They're all girls. Bluey and Bingo, and then mom, dad, and anyway, the Bluey's
So do
world
you
was just
think
pretty.
your American grandchildren would know about Bluey if they did not have an Australian connection?
Yeah, yes, I
Okay.
do think they would, and a lot of kids do. And I think this is like sort of a big pop-up event that they have where they build Bluey's house. You're actually in the house, and
Is it
some-
at their production place?
nope, it's a whole nother,
it's a separate
whole
thing.
separate place. And
Cool.
I mean,
It's
I'm
another
thinking to
moneymaker.
myself, yeah, it was, because at the end, there's, picture opportunities and buy,
Souvenirs.
yep, lots of souvenirs.
Stuff.
But I think it's probably going to be like I would say it was
they're
a test thing
Getting
in
ready
my
to
brain.
take it on the road.
They could take it anywhere to the U.S. or whoever. So yeah,
Funny.
it's a cute show, and
Well, so when my kids were little, we liked the Wiggles, which is another
right,
Australian.
they still watch the
entity.
Wiggles. In fact, one of the places we went to was what they call not Movie World. It's another like
theme park.
theme park, Dream World, and the Wiggles are there, and they had like a live thing while we were there. It wasn't the actual Wiggles, but they had part of the Wiggles there, so it's that they're still very much a thing. One day we went to the mall, and we were not even the mall, it's just like one of their busy shopping centers, and we were just going into Woolies, like Woolworths for nothing, and outside was people were filming. And there's this guy kind of hawking wares or whatever, they were doing a shot. And Maddie's like, that's the Wiggle guy. That's his brother. Like he has a twin brother.
Oh, funny.
So, yeah, it was.
And then you went to Sydney. Oh, you went to Sydney.
Well, yeah,
obviously, with Sidney
yeah.
Opera House.
We went to Sydney.
And that was like during the week or something.
That's my 20,000 step day.
Good.
I'm sorry.
Cities will do that to you. You
I'm
are
just
walking
heating up.
everywhere.
I know, but it was a big. It was a big surprise, really, that I walked that much. I'm
And you
here. Look,
survived?
I
You
survived,
survived.
but I
Good.
feel like I'm just constantly heating up now. It's just
Huh.
I'm like my glasses
reset?
keep fogging up.
Oh,
Anyway,
my
yeah,
goodness.
I would just strip right now. If you wouldn't want that, but I'm ready to do that.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's going to be warm today, so.
I
feel
know
like
I'm
Australia.
layered. I can take
Yeah.
the sweater off.
Wardrobe changes.
Anyway, so it was pretty fun. I got a lot of knitting done. I'll show you that in a minute. The only yarny thing I did was at the end I realized, okay, so I'm working on the Lento sweater, and I forgot the needle
Oh, yeah, you
that
said
I
right
needed
away,
for
you're
the
like, "I don't have
collar.
the
I'm
right-"
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh. So
You did provisional. and
I
then
did
you
a
attached it,
provisional
yeah.
for here, and so I
Oh,
at-
so you got a needle.
I had to go get a needle. So
Well,
I
good.
went to the shop called the Yarn Bowl, and it's
And you've been there before.
I have, and Fiona, she recognized me, gave me a big hug. We
cool.
talked
Yeah.
and chatted for a while, and she said she's going to put us on her 2025 U.S. itinerary.
Oh,
so I think
cool.
she's planning to go to Rhinebeck, so she's probably going to make an extended
Wow, that'll
trip.
be a
So
big trip.
So we might see her.
Because we're not close to
Yeah,
Rhinebeck.
yeah, she knows that. But yeah, so anyway,
It's still on the same tier.
it's in the same continent.
Well, the same longitude level, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
So
There
we'll
were
see,
some
we'll see.
Australian. There were a couple of us. There was an Australian couple in the shop, kind of shortly after you left.
Oh, really?
Who were here visiting? I can't remember who. Oh, the mother of the owner of the drawing place, the art studio place.
Oh,
Anyway,
not Crooked Line,
yes,
but
Crooked Line.
oh,
Her mom, the owner of Crooked Line's mother, has a pretty strong connection with a lady who's Australian.
okay, so they
They
came to
possibly
visit.
live in Melbourne,
Okay.
and they came to visit their friend. They met, I think, when they were both living in an Asian country.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was fun. Sorry.
Anyway,
Little random
so it was lots of fun. I just feel like I didn't give Maddie enough hugs, and
No, that is such a long way away.
and I gained weight.
Oh, well, that's okay. It's vacation.
I know. I hope it's water weight and I can get rid of
Yeah,
that.
really. It's probably. I do think it's
From
hard
the
on your body.
airplane.
It's super hard on your body to do that. My brother was here for Thanksgiving, and so we've had some time together, and he always has little insights. We had a nice discussion about your intestines the other day. Not yours, but one's intestines.
Thank God that's funny because let me tell you,
and travel
when we,
and like
I
really
know
long
everything
flights.
goes array.
Well, like your body clock's a certain way, and then you totally mess it up when you like completely like you're awake in another place when your body thinks you need to be sleeping.
Right. Yeah.
And
totally
your systems
get that.
too are operating that way.
Yeah, I don't know how people do
Not
it
like
when
you
they
can
have
just
to
press
work
a button
nights
and reboot.
stuff.
Yeah.
But speaking of intestines, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say,
Don't
for some reason,
there.
I won't, but whenever this group of people get together in Australia, somehow all conversations lead to potty talk. I don't know
Well,
why.
seriously, the past 2 nights with my parents and my brother, Mike has gone. He's on a business trip in Houston, so he wasn't there last night. But we circled around to like my grandfather's, almost he came really like the closest he's ever come to swearing. In 1960 when he put on his shoes and the cat had crapped in them. So I mean, we're like back to the, I don't know. It's probably a universal
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know, but anyway. So I'm really glad to be back. I will say there were times when my body was there, but my head was here. Like it was,
it's a busy
and trying to
time.
figure out the days all the time because
Oh, I know.
because Australia is a
Homework.
day ahead, and so I'm trying to think. Okay, what's happening, and then I'm be like, thought the days were wrong, and
Yeah, it's good to be back to routine.
I know. Yeah, I'm excited to hopefully get this holiday season rocking.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a great small business weekend. It was lovely to see those that I saw. Everyone was super helpful in the shop. Thank you, everyone. We had a gift drawing thing. We're giving away this pretty cool thing, I think. This whole beautiful.
I love the color story.
I did a color story. We've got 4 skeins of fingering weight yarn. I mean, this could be a nice fade project.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Talking about our Lento plans, so I think that is kind of
I feel
ideal
like I
for
was
somebody.
trying to make that work.
You
too.
could,
Yeah.
if one receives, whoever lucky person receives this, you could totally divvy it up, give it away,
Gift
whatever.
it to your
There's a
buddies.
beautiful notebook from the Lina. It's just, who doesn't need a
And
blank
that-
book?
let me
Lumos
tell
and
ya,
Lumos.
I used that on the plane. I used it at nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
I just used it last night. I found it's kind of fun. So
Doing dishes?
when I'm reading
Oh.
in bed, so I wrap it around my neck. And so since they're bendy, one goes up, one goes down, and it's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to flip the page weirds and move
Yes.
the light up and move it down. And so
Right.
I love that.
And then all packaged in a very coordinated way in this gorgeous Rainworks
Rainworks.
bag. So it's our last backpack convertible one. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but
yes, so
it will be, this will all be yours, and let's just draw
see
it.
who it's going to be.
See who it is, and I will let you do the honors.
Oh.
Who's it gonna be?
Jean Beaumont.
Jean
Bowermont.
She might have been the one who left her credit card here.
Oh, so she'll be back.
Uh-huh. Jean, we will call you. Thank
Yep.
you so much for
Thank
your support,
you.
everybody. I think we and others are saying this quite a bit.
Lots of downtowners really appreciate your business.
All small businesses, I don't know if we're all oversaturated with all of the options in the world with the internet. I think our brains are full and we're constantly inundated with, new, and this,
And you know the other thing
and
is
help me and buy from,
Right.
so I think we're all making really conscious decisions about where we spend our money these days and what we want to do with everything. So thank you so much, because it's a two-way street, literally.
Yep.
We need you. If you feel like you need us, we are grateful. And, I think we offer more than just things to buy
and we
and make.
are
but-
supporting smaller businesses too, just by, I look at all of our things. There's no big conglomerate in this store.
I know. My
Not
brother was
one.
asking quite a bit about the business, and he said, where do you get all of your merchandise? And so it is truly coming from many, many, many places. And, when you think about everyone's talking about future taxes and tariffs, and so,
It's
the
going
thing.
to affect a lot of the
It'll
smaller.
affect all of us.
Yeah,
all
for
of
sure.
us.
Yeah.
You, us, everyone.
Yeah.
So.
So.
But yeah, we have stuff from all over. In like
Yep.
a tiny, a little tiny shop in Billings,
Yes.
Montana.
Well, we have some stuff that I
Yeah.
brought from Australia.
Yes.
Well, these came before I left.
Yeah, we had some things
Right
come
when I
in
left.
right when Linda was leaving.
A brand new shipment of smelly balls, because we all need smelly balls
Smelly
in
balls
our life.
are, that whole ball discussion can go south very fast. Down under.
Down under.
Carrie and I
Down under
made
smelly
some.
balls.
I tried 5 different new recipes at Thanksgiving, and one of them was a pecan pie bourbon ball.
That's a pie?
The recipe was pecan pie bourbon balls.
Oh,
They were
oh,
chocolate. Or
okay.
maybe it was chocolate covered bourbon balls.
Even
Pecan
better.
pie. Anyway, and so
The
I had
kind
to
that
like
melt in
form
your
the
mouth.
ball. I had to form the balls.
Balls.
They had to freeze. So like, there's all kinds of ways to. Carrie and I were just hooting and hollering. The boys in the house were not quite as entertained by that conversation, but we thought
We
it was
think it's
so
funny.
They chuckled a couple
We
times.
also got.
But yeah, smelly balls. Last year, didn't we try to do like
we
a
have a great.
reenactment?
We got a good video. I'll have
And
to
people
repost it.
remember smelly balls, are glad to see them back. They have been repackaged.
Yep, a little
and,
bit more streamlined.
All scents for smelly balls we have found are really nice. And then you have the option to do your own essential oils too.
Right.
Because the balls will last forever. The scent will not. Sorry.
Maddie loved seeing her hanging balls in her car.
And Carrie said she just refreshed her balls the other day.
She did.
She did. Her car smells really good now. But you can put them in closets too.
When she has her smelly balls hanging in her car and the boys, she has a lot of smelly balls in the car. We also, I had to bring an extra suitcase home. We went with.
Oh, did you?
We went
to
with
Woolies
two.
and get some?
No, I didn't have to because
Maddie had one.
Maddie had
Oh,
the third
good.
piece to ours
Good,
set.
yeah.
So then we bring it home
back
and
and
she'll
forth.
bring it back.
Yeah, that's
So we actually had 3 restock colors of the possum yarn, which we love.
We love it. And so actually, like right before Linda left, we received 1 of 2 boxes from Circus Tonic with.
Oh, right.
And then I had to go and track down the other missing box. It was at the post office. And then I did a really like super amateur hour video of the colors. But now we can show you in
Right.
their beautiful glory. So
New.
Hannah did
Yep.
just some brights.
Yeah. And Poppy was one of them, but we got a new Poppy, and
that one let's call Pink Poppy.
we're calling it
Faded
Poppy.
It's hand dyed, folks.
Yep.
So, if you were to come in and want to get a sweater's quantity, you would want to pay attention to that a little bit.
Right.
Or choose a different color.
And you probably
if
need
we
like
don't have
3
it.
or 4 skeins. So
field sweater is our favorite go-to for this, but also I'm seeing Sophie scarves
Oh yeah.
being made with this. I'm pretty sure you could get at least 2
2 or
Sophie
3,
scarves.
probably.
How wonderful is that? You know, slipper socks. Oh my goodness.
And these are all up on the website, although the faded poppy, I'll have to separate that one.
Yeah, we'll
out.
separate
Yeah.
that.
But I think there's 3 left of the other one, so.
Yeah, so this is gorgeous. We love it. And so we knew while Linda was down there, it would be pretty easy.
A good idea.
If indeed she had the base in stock.
Right, and she did.
So she did. So thanks, Hannah. We love it. It's fabulous.
And then the other maker that we use from Australia, we use a couple more, but is this label maker. It's Kylie and the Machine. And
So, yeah,
she makes, I just got a few. Go ahead.
Well, so when Mike had the UK thing and I was back and forth, I saw these in the UK for it was the first time we saw them, tracked them down. They are indeed, I think, probably in if you have a good sewing fabric shop
Right.
in your life, like
Yeah.
there's Confident Stitch in Missoula. I know she at one time had these. I'm assuming she still
Right.
does.
Yeah,
They're
but she's located right in Brisbane, so it couldn't be any handier.
I know, that's fun.
So we have a good stock of them, but we were out of some of our favorites.
This is a cute one.
And so
This is
these are sort of
new.
new, like how they
Did
look.
you show the grandma ones?
Not yet.
That's
So
adorable.
this is the grandma made it. So you'll get, I think you get, let's see.
There's 3 designs, it looks like.
There's 6 labels. So you'll get 3 of each of those.
Cute.
And then this is the back, which I always think I need to put those in because it's hard to tell sometimes.
I put this is the back on Ed's sweater before I gave it to him.
Oh, I bet that
He
looked
thought that
nice.
was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Carrie's like, why are you doing that? And then she thought it was funny.
This one is the
Bleep,
F-bomb.
bleep, bleep,
Hand
bleep, bleep, bleep.
fucking, sorry, I did say it there.
Ooh, you might
But
get a
I might,
something.
but
I might hide our video.
maybe, I don't
Whoa.
know. Anyway, we run out of these all the time, so we ordered a lot more, so.
So we're well stocked.
We are.
Um,
We are.
And yep. So we had a discussion about that last night too. Just
What,
the
the
evolution of language.
Well, my husband says there's not one word on the planet that sounds phonetically the same as the F-bomb. Because I keep saying your business name is Heinz Creative. Could you be more creative with your language?
Oh, funny. That's funny. Okay, so we also received while you were gone. This is not from Australia, but these are some cool balls.
Some more balls.
Dryer
Bigger balls.
So
Bigger
fun,
and better balls.
Bigger balls, dryer balls. Is anyone so similar? It's kind of like smelly
Yeah.
ball concept,
Right.
reusable, renewable. I love this with essential oils on it. I mean, in my
like
dryer.
lavender in your dryer, that'd be so
It's
good.
great. I like to go to natural grocers for my essential oils. I think you probably can find them elsewhere, but locally, that's where I like to go. They're cute. So we got. You can just choose your own. You can make a little gift.
Okay.
There are if you
There's
get
some solids, right?
not in this
No?
batch.
Okay.
I opted not to do solids.
Okay.
So these are made in Nepal. People are paid a living wage, I assume, if you make enough. But anyway, but it's a good business and a great concept. I think that those sheets that people do in the dryers are like not good for
Okay, I
anything.
forgot about something.
What?
I have some new Australian slang words.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, and we're going to talk in a little bit about a couple of upcoming event things in the shop that you might want to tune in for. If you're
Prep
getting bored,
for-
don't go away.
Yep, don't go away. All right. So I hate it when we argy-bargy.
Okay. Are you supposed to guess?
Uh-huh.
Okay, argue?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
proud of
that's a
you.
good
All
one.
right. She's really a sticky beak.
Like a complainer?
Someone that likes to get into your business.
A sticky beak.
Or
That's
like
funny.
Well, they used it a lot because Maddie's in-laws are like in the process of buying a house, and they had, they knew they were going to be doing a sale or whatever, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of sticky beaks."
Yeah.
I'm like kind of like looky-loos, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's
I thought
funny.
that was funny. And then one I heard a lot was, we're going to go to the Moss Mansion this Arvo.
The Sarvo tonight?
This afternoon.
Okay.
Arvo.
This Arvo.
But they say Avo, really, but they spell it Arvo because
Okay.
the way they talk. A window rattler. Think about it. It's going to make a lot of sense.
Like wind?
No.
Like a weather thing?
No. It's a in the window air conditioning unit. And then a DM.
How do you spell it?
A D and an M.
Oh.
It stands for something.
A direct message?
Well, that's what you'd think, but
Uh-huh.
they say they use a DM when they want to say they want to have a deep and meaningful conversation.
Let's
have a DM.
That's funny.
And then the last one is kind of gross, but I'll preface it by saying Jim went fishing. He was on the ocean. He was going back and forth, and he had the yak unders.
The yak unders. Is that only motion sickness, or is
No,
that
it's any time you spew.
any regurgitation moment is a yak under?
Right.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we should put those in our email so they're in words.
Yeah,
That's cute.
yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, fun.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great.
And then here's my,
Okay, yeah.
All right.
So now we're getting on to sort of business / future planning
Yep.
that you might be wondering about, like
Right.
specifically for people who want to knit a sweater. And not
well, now
really-
the weather's getting nice and chilly, and I like standing out in the cold, and they're like, "Aren't you cold?" No, this feels so good.
I know, it's really hot there.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
This is my beginning and almost done.
Almost done
Lento.
Lento. Woo!
So I really,
That's so
I'm
cute.
enjoying knitting it. I love the colors. I love how it feels.
Have you tried it on?
I did. Well, yeah, you saw me. I did it in that story where I was like, I was contemplating the length.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I kind of just left it at that length though, because I didn't have the neckline on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I would get working on the sleeves a little bit to give
cute.
me a better idea of how long
Love
it's
it.
really going to be.
So it's really nice to see Lento that does not have mohair fuzz.
Right.
So you can
Although those are beautiful, but
they are. So that's just another. I mean, so in theory, with any knitting pattern, you could make it a million times and it would always look different. So here we go. We have another sample, and when we get our cute little souvenirs for the Lento Memento that we're going to be doing, when you sign up, you'll get one. They're not here yet, and we'll talk about them when they are. I lost my train of thought.
well, we're just talking about the Lento.
So a lot of people have been saying I want to participate in Lento. So
right,
yeah.
and
Oh.
there's lots of ways to.
Our sample has fingering weight with mohair. That's
Right.
gorgeous. And
Uh-huh.
so Linda's personal one,
So this
fingering
is
and fingering. Who doesn't love a good fingering?
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so this is a Darnie by Donegal, Studio Donegal. It's a fingering.
non-superwash wool.
Yes.
It's like fingering to sport.
I'm telling you what, and I'm using the Emma's Grove Roots with
Can you
it.
see? Look at how pretty.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
It-
that's cool.
This does have a little bit of this, and I absolutely love it. And I'm not joking when I say that. This is so soft, squishy. Like every time I'm knitting it, I've said to people that are around me, here, just feel this.
Oh, yeah. Feel me
Just
up.
feel this. It
Yeah, it's
feels
good.
so good.
It does feel good.
So we do have a lot of this particular color, which is sort of why we went with this. But I really do love this, and I'm like, I'm gonna
Good.
need a new blouse.
Yeah, awesome. It's very pretty. And big needle, right?
And I'm still
You're
on my-
a 10.
I'm actually on a 10.5. So
No, you weren't.
that's the wrong one. That one's that's a
Okay.
stitch holder.
I gotcha.
Anyway, I
10 and a
saved
half.
out.
Wow, quick.
Yeah. I saved out 3 skeins of this, but this is number 2.
Wow.
But this is number 4, so it's kind of
Okay.
all gonna
Well,
work
those
out,
are,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So I don't know if I'm gonna need that.
Great
So I just have to
pattern.
finish. Like I'm gonna do the bracelet sleeve length. I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I just really probably, if I have to add another inch or whatever, I do want it to be like right here.
Yeah.
I don't want it to
So,
be too
yeah,
short.
again, when you double up fingering or combine yarns, the sky is the limit
I
as
know.
far as
It's-
making it your own, truly unique thing.
Yeah, that's
So
what
that's
I
wonderful.
absolutely love about
So
that.
Lento, as soon as we get our Lento mementos, we'll be pushing that or
Right.
letting you all know about that.
Yep.
We'll be starting that knit along around Christmas time. It's totally up to you what 25th,
You can do
24th.
your cast on
tomorrow.
Christmas cast on.
And then it'll go through January. I think, as I'm just thinking out loud and focusing
Yeah.
on it a little bit, I would like us to have a couple of, or at least one, like out in public knit nights for it
Oh,
specifically.
yeah. Okay.
January might be really
Right.
dicey weather-wise, but we can try. But you never know. And then I thinking we probably should do like some sort of prize situations maybe for some of them. Okay, just
We'll come
thinking
up with
about that one.
something. We might have something from
You know,
Australia.
It's constantly, cruise ship entertainment director mode when when we get there. And then this gorgeous sweater.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for you to talk about it.
This is our sample that the teacher of this Lopi sweater, Jennifer Steingass Dreyma, is the pattern.
Just filling you up here.
Feeling me up. So I'm wearing it's Lopi, and there's nothing like Lopi, you guys, as far as a fiber. I mean, there might be some other breeds, but the yarn in our shop. So you get the like halo from that wool, and it's a classic. So Kim is a really, really good teacher, knitter. Kim now lives pretty locally in Red Lodge, and Kim's teaching this class.
She has traveled quite extensively.
She travels. She used to live
been
in
to
Dallas.
Iceland. She's been to she just came back from the Shetland Islands.
She learned brioche from
Nancy
Marchant. She submitted some fabulous designs for like Vogue knitting kids.
Yeah,
Silk
right.
Haze
When she used her
contest.
big, beautiful brioche, she's
she
a wonderful
understands
brioche.
knitting. Her approach is really good. So Kim is teaching a learn to knit colorwork sweater. But I think she's got quite all of us have different tips and tricks and all the things. So if you sign up for her class, again, class fees are for the teachers, and so then you'll be learning a different perspective, like
Right.
her own unique, sweater construction, blah blah blah. It's good.
And we are going to offer a 20% discount on the yarn for that class. We don't
Whatever
usually
yarn
do
you
that.
choose.
It's usually 10%.
Usually 10.
But this time we're doing 20.
It's our gift
So-
to you. So anyway, Dreyma is a really nice sweater. It's Jennifer Steingass is the designer. She's a really lovely. I think this is a nice modern
Really
kind
like
of
how
neckline.
she ended up using the colors.
You don't have to do 3 colors. You could just choose to do 1, which would also be beautiful. If you're interested, go to Ravelry, look up Dreyma by Jennifer Steingass,
That's
and look at
Dreyma.
all of the projects.
We'll have that in the notes.
Drey. And Kim will be your guide for this. So pretty. I know we have one, and also if you live in Red Lodge, Kim is offering at the same time, like she'll teach here Saturdays. She's teaching in Red Lodge Sunday. She will have the details for that. But if you live there and don't want to, like, why would you drive in except
Right.
to buy your yarn and get all your other fun yarn? And maybe go to Costco and hit a few other downtown businesses, as you do.
Make it a day.
But yeah, so we have only 4 spots left for that class.
Yeah, so
it could be a great Christmas gift too, or
It would be.
birthday gift.
if
anytime
you know
gift.
you have a knitter.
Valentine's, early
Poke,
Valentine's
poke
present.
the person.
That's right. Hey, so anywho,
Yeah,
that's the scoop.
I think that is the scoop.
Glad you're back.
Me too.
Oh, and by the way, we are sitting in front of a beautiful table full of mostly non-yarn items. In fact, I think there's not one yarn item on here. Well, maybe there's
There's
one.
the sock.
But we have really beautiful cards for all occasions, but right now there's some nice holiday ones featured. So this is a Canadian artist. She loves to incorporate some woolly yarny things going on too. So I think, sending a card is never a bad idea
I agree.
with just some
I need
little...
to send one to Australia
Yeah.
as a thank you card.
Yeah, totally. So anyway,
I think that's it.
yay.
We will see you soon. I'm
Yes,
counting on it.
I know.
I've missed everyone.
That's right. Come on in and say hi. Bye.
Bye.